What's going on, guys? In today's video we're doing a skin taper. So to start off, we're going to be going with the Andis Master all the way closed. And this initial guideline, we do want to curve downwards almost like a frowny face, because we want to keep the lineup on the sides as dark as we can. And now for our next step, it's all about the trimmer. Just want to make sure to follow that same guideline. Just make sure not to go all the way up. We want to make sure it stays right underneath it, just clearing up space for the shaver. For the shaver, we want to make sure just to keep it underneath that trimmer spot. Nothing too crazy. Just use the single foil. It's way easier not to push up that line. Now it's time for the next guideline, and we're going to be going with the open blade on the master, about 1.5 fingers width. Just want to make sure it's a pretty big guide because we want to have enough space to blend into this perfectly. For the blending part, we're going from the zero to the open blade. We're going to start closed, slowly opening our way up. Just make sure to angle the clipper in different directions. We want to hit every single spot on the hair, the back of the neck. The hair grows in weird directions sometimes, and if you're just holding it straight up and down, you can miss some of those hairs. Once we blend everything out, to clear up space for our next guide, we're going to go with the one guard open, just kind of making a bigger guideline, but also mainly just clearing up space so that we can blend underneath it. And once you've cleared off enough bulk, you can actually close the guard down to the one guard closed, start to blend up from there. Don't worry about any lines that are underneath that. You're going to hit that with the open blade after. Just make sure to angle the clipper different directions, just like I said before. The hair grows weird, and the bigger of a guard you have on, the harder it is for the machine to actually pick up the hair. And since we see a little bit of a line right there, that is the open blade into the one closed. So we take off the guard, open the blade up, and just hit that, flick at that, and it'll all come out. Time to start pushing up even further. We're going to go with the two open, just also like I did with the one guard, we're clearing bulk, and then we're going to fade underneath that with it closed, and possibly even if we need the one guard open, just to make sure everything is perfectly blended. Like I mentioned before, this is the one guard open. Just tapping at the line that we see there. We can close the lever a little bit just to make sure we're blending everything perfectly, but this is to blend it into that two that we just put. Now it's for the final guard that we're going to use on the haircut, which is the 3. We're going to put that on and kind of just sculpt our way out. We're almost scooping out, not really trying to take too much off. He is keeping the top at this length So we want to make sure not to really dig in too much there. So this is arguably the most important part of the taper. The lineup is what brings everything together. And you don't go straight down, but you also do not curve this. It's almost at an angle from behind the ear. Imagine a straight line coming from the top of the ear all the way down. Don't push this too much in, because then it makes the neck look way too skinny. Once we finish that lineup part, we can just take scissor over comb like I said before. We're just blending in any weight that we see into the top. Like I said, we're not cutting the top here, so we want to make sure the fade that we just did blends into the long hair that's on top. So for the side part of the taper, it's going to be the exact same steps that we did on the back. I'm going to actually speed this up and fast forward it just so you could follow along, but I don't think it's necessary for me to explain these exact same steps again. If there's anything a little different that I need to explain, I will stop the fast forward and I will explain it, and then we'll get through this video much quicker. And with that being said, if you did enjoy this video and did find this helpful, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the rest of this video.